Do you know what governs the transfer of property in India? It's a piece of legislation known as the Transfer of Property Act 1882. This significant law outlines the various legal aspects related to the transfer of property, including sale, lease, mortgage, and gift. Now let's delve into the key features of the Transfer of Property Act in India. Firstly, the Act is applicable to the whole of India, with the exception of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This means it governs property transactions across most of the country. The Act covers different modes of transferring property, such as sale, mortgage, lease, exchange, and gift. Each of these modes has its own set of rules and regulations, ensuring a wide range of property transactions are covered. The term transfer of property is clearly defined in the Act, and detailed provisions are provided for each type of transfer. This helps to clarify what exactly constitutes a transfer of property. The rights and liabilities of parties involved in the transfer are also specified. This includes both the transferor, the person transferring the property, and the transferee, the person receiving the property. The Act also sets forth various conditions and restrictions on the transfer of property, ensuring that the transfer is legally valid and enforceable. This includes the requirement for certain types of property transactions to be registered, making them legally valid and effective. The doctrine of lis pendens is incorporated into the Act. This doctrine stipulates that while any suit or proceeding in which any right to immovable property is in question is pending, the property cannot be transferred to another party. Lastly, the Act recognizes the doctrine of part performance in certain cases. This allows the court to enforce an oral agreement to transfer property in specific situations. The Transfer of Property Act is a critical piece of legislation that governs real estate transactions in India. Those involved in property transactions, whether they are buyers, sellers, landlords, or tenants, should be aware of its provisions to ensure their transactions are legally sound. And when in doubt, seeking legal advice can be a wise move to navigate the complexities of property transfers under this Act. To recap, the Transfer of Property Act outlines the legal aspects of property transfers, including the rights and liabilities of parties, conditions and restrictions for transfers, and the importance of registering certain transactions. It also recognizes the doctrine of lis pendens and part performance. With its wide applicability and detailed provisions, the Act is a cornerstone of property law in India.